Ladies and gentlemen, meet the 2017 Land Rover Discovery. And if you're a fan of Land Rover, you know that this name went away for a long time. This used to be the LR4, but not anymore. The Disco is back. And coming up right now on the Fast Lane car, I'm going to tell you everything, well, almost everything you ever want to know about the new Land Rover Discovery. The big news in this latest Disco is the extensive use of aluminum. They've actually made it 1,000 pounds lighter. And as the British would say, that means that's 5 blokes worth of less weight that you're carrying around, which also means better fuel economy and faster 0 to 60 times.
Probably the biggest story is it's the third vehicle to come off our lightweight aluminum platform that's used on the Range Rover and the Range Rover Sport. So it's been modernised completely from the ground up, be more efficient.
How does it differ from the Discovery Sport? Let's start with the differences between the two.
So first of all, the platform is very different. The vehicle also size-wise is very different. This is a full-size 7-seat SUV. Discovery Sport has seating for 7 if optioned that way, but it's smaller. It's would be classed as a compact SUV. So just size-wise, it's much larger. Yes, stadium seating we call it. So as you go back through the vehicle, each of the seatings gets a little higher. Yeah, and it has two panel roofs. So one for the third row passengers, second and third row, so they can let the light inside the back of the car as well, just like the front seat passengers.
Under the bonnet, as the British would say, are 2 engine options. There's a supercharged petrol engine, and of course, new, a diesel option.
So the 340 horsepower gasoline engine puts around the same amount of torque out, 340 foot-pounds, and the 258 horsepower diesel puts out around 440 pounds-foot of torque.
And in case you're wondering, the diesel tows 7,700 pounds and the gas 8,200 pounds. Yes, the gas tows more, or is it petrol, than the diesel? What are you the proudest of?
I think it's the way that this vehicle offers such a huge amount of feature in a really composed and coordinated way. Just as a couple of really nice examples on the interior. The design team looked for every possible opportunity to find places where you could stow small items. So as an example, just behind the heater controls here, there's just this hidden stowage that a lot of companies would say, well, that's going to be difficult to deliver that feature, but actually it's a real surprise and delight. Another close by example is the way that below the regular cup holders, there's this really deep stowage where you can stow little tablet PCs. So you know the whole family is connected, and they've got their wireless computers on the go all the time.
It's America, or a gun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, possibly. You can stow whatever you like in there. Yes. And then we've got available refrigerator in the centre. This vehicle doesn't have the refrigerator, but there's a huge long list of options for the car.
All right, so here's the real test. Can I fit in the third row? We'll find out. Okay, so far so good. So yeah, do I fit back here? Let me put this back, because that's really the trick. So I do fit back here. My head fits, my knees fit. It's a bit of a prison once you're back here, because you feel like, yeah, you can't get out, but I do fit. And you know, with the sunroof, side light, it's pretty bright back here. Would I want to spend a lot of time back here? Well, it's once again a 7-passenger vehicle that's probably better for the kiddies than for the adults.
So we offer three trim levels: SE, HSE and HSE Luxury. The SE comes only with the 6-cylinder gasoline engine. The gasoline engine is also available on the HSE and the HSE Lux. The diesel engine is just available on the HSE and the HSE Lux.
Okay, so what's the pricing here?
Starts around $49,900.
And if you got all the bells and whistles?
You can take it up there. You know how options are. You can soon creep the price up, but you can get a nicely equipped one for mid-50s, and then depending on if you take the higher trim level with a nicer interior, you know, you might get into the upper 60s, low 70s.
So you're kind of starting to bump up against the Range Rovers.
Yeah.
How about all-wheel drive system? Is it revised, or is it the same that you have in the Range Rover?
Yeah, very similar, yes. Same
Management?
terrain response, yeah. Terrain response 2 standard in this vehicle. And yeah, it'll do all of the same things that a Range Rover and a Range Rover Sport will do off-road in all different conditions. So very capable off-road. It wouldn't be a Land Rover if it wasn't.
How about air suspension? Is that optional?
Air suspension is standard on the HSE Lux. It's required for the 7-seat option, so you can get it on an SE and HSE as well.
All right, and here's a softball question. I take it you've driven it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the car?
I think the space inside, it's really nicely appointed. At one level approaching Range Rover levels of interior trim and finish, so it's really tried hard to bring the interior of the car up to a very luxurious level. So it's a nice space to be, nice vehicle to drive.
As you probably know, crossovers and SUVs are red hot right now. You can't swing a cat without hitting one of these, so I suspect that Land Rover will have no problem selling as many of them as they can make. Coming to a Land Rover dealership in May, starting at about 50,000 and going, well, way up from there. As always, this is Roman saying thanks for watching, and check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and of course, real world reviews. And don't forget, come back. We've got wall-to-wall coverage of the LA Auto Show, and this is just the beginning. See you guys next time. Ciao.